Hola, my amigos. Que pasa? How's it going? Katie here. What is up? Okay, so yeah, I didn't really make my weekend video, and it is now Tuesday. Yes, I am sorry about that. Okay, first of all, first things first, I'm the this. Yes, I am. Just kidding. Anyway, so I just got back from the movies, and I went with my friend Ginger, whose name really isn't Ginger, but she's a Ginger, and she doesn't get offended if you call her Ginger. And I don't know, a lot of people just call her Ginger, and she answers to Ginger, and her name is Ginger. Her name's actually Caitlin, and we call each other Caitlin squared. She's the only person that I will allow to actually call me Caitlin. And she's like the only person I know that actually spells it the same way I do. That's why we call each other Caitlin squared. Anyway, so we just got back and we went to see If I Stay, and let me tell ya, it's a pretty sad movie, but it kind of has a really awful ending, and I didn't like it. It kind of sucked. And it was kind of confusing with like all the flashbacks and whatnots. Definitely a tearjerker though. Totes. There was some tears shed, but I don't really know. It has an awful, awful ending. I feel like it should have went on. Is there gonna be like If I Stay too? Is there gonna be another movie that's called Because I Stayed? Like it needs to continue. I don't know. Anyway, so let me tell y'all about today. So first hour is my human body systems class. I was like, what is my class? And we are like, it's called Bone Detectives is what we're doing right now. And we are looking at different bones. They're not real bones, they're plastic bones. They literally say made in Germany on them. So I'm like, well, at least it's not made in China. I literally said that. I'm like, finally something that's not made in China. And so they're made in Germany, but they're like replicas. So we have to tell the age, the gender, the ethnicity, and there's something else. Like what bone it was, I guess. And so that was pretty cool. That's what we did today, and we're doing it more tomorrow. Then, see, in my second hour, it's culinary arts, and oh my gosh, that class literally makes everyone want to fall asleep. It's so, oh my goodness. So like, she does these demos before we do like the actual thing that we're gonna cook, and so she was doing a demo. What did I just say? She was doing a demo of the cinnamon rolls that we're getting ready to make, and we're actually making them like flour and all this crap, and we have to like make the dough tomorrow, let it sit for a whole day, and then make them Thursday. So then in my third hour, the principal came in our class, and I didn't even see him come in the classroom, and he was doing one of those like evaluations. That teacher had to do awful because she was talking, but when she teaches, she talks to the floor when she turns around to be like, okay guys, so what is the answer? I'm like, what are you looking at? And so there was literally like 4 kids in my class asleep, and it was like one of those where they were just like sitting there, and then they're like and I'm just sitting there like, yeah, that has to look real good for her, because clearly she's not doing a good job of teaching if all the kids are falling asleep. And so yeah, I was like, that's gonna suck for you. I'm like, I would sleep, but then I would fail, so I'm gonna stay awake. Then my fourth hour, oh my gosh, it's Missouri Science. It was literally I don't know, I have a tough time with that word. Literally. I don't know. It's like the easiest class ever. It's that science class that all the people take just to have another science credit, and oh my gosh, I really don't know why I took it, because I am like too smart for this class. Like, it is so slow paced, I guess, because she has to teach, to like the lowest denominator, I guess. I don't really know how to explain it. And so I'm just like a lot faster than a lot of the kids in there because I've taken so many science classes. Then fifth hour, it's like advisory, so we don't really do anything in there. 6th hour, oh my gosh. So my brother and Brandon, y'all know Brandon from my Michael Jackson collection videos. He's my Michael Jackson buddy. Well, I go to Brandon's 6th hour, and my brother Dylan is also in this class too. So I go to their 6th hour. Well, it just so happens to be my favorite teacher, and she only teaches freshmen and sophomores, but I went to her class like all the time. I see her in the hallway. I'm like, hey, hi, how's it going? Like for the past 2 years. So I go in there like every day, and I'll go talk to him. Well, whenever I was a sophomore, we had to write poems because you have to do a poetry unit. Well, I literally wrote. I said it right that time. And so I wrote all my poems on Michael Jackson. I was like, can I write all my poems on Michael Jackson? And she's like, yeah, if it makes sense. And like, a haiku, whatever, something else. Like, as long as my poems made sense to the certain type of poems, I could write them all about Michael Jackson. So I did. And I wrote a poem called The Glove. And it was basically talking about how, like, Michael Jackson, like, he started off with his brothers, and then he ventured out on his own, and, like, it was all for, like, the power of the glove. Like, he was all by himself, but I don't know. It was just awesome. So my teacher remembers that one poem, and she talks about it she talked about it last year. She talked about the year I did it. She talks about it this year. So she went somewhere with her friends, and got on the topic of Michael Jackson, and she was like, well, I had this one student that really, really likes Michael Jackson. And the lady was like, oh, well, if your student really likes Michael Jackson, you should give her this. And so my teacher was like, oh, okay. So my teacher got this from a lady, and they were like, oh, well, if they really like Michael Jackson, you should give them this. So she gave me this, and in case you guys can't really see what it is, it's MJ, and it's a sparkling glove. And so I think this is like seriously the coolest thing ever. I will like never take it off because it is so amazing. It's Michael Jackson and like the glove. Like what? And it's like just like the poem that I made, and it is seriously so awesome. And the funny thing was, this is the funny thing. So Brandon was sitting there the whole time, and Brandon teaches Michael Jackson too, but Brandon doesn't really like talk that much, so like Miss Jinkerson probably doesn't know that. Whereas I never like shut up, so. I go, oh, Brandon, look, and Brandon's like, that's not fair. And I'm like, Miss Jinkerson likes me better. I'm like, maybe you just have to write all your poems about Michael Jackson, and then she'll remember you. It was kind of funny. And then I went to human biology, and we didn't really do much in there. We just watched this video of this girl that ended up breaking her radius, and, she fractured it. She didn't really break it. And so we learned about how osteoblasts help repair it. And then we went to greenhouse, and we didn't actually go to greenhouse today. We went to the band room because there was like the huge FFA guy was there, and I'm not really into FFA. It just doesn't interest me whatsoever at all. Like, I'm more like physical, human science related, you know what I mean? So FFA just doesn't interest me at all. So I'm sitting there like, yes, good job. Showing them cattle. Yes, good job. And like, I mean, I'm not hating on the people that do FFA because, hey, I know that stuff has got to be hard, but I bet those medals and like those trophies and those ribbons and all that stuff, that pays off, doesn't it? Because I bet it feels great when you guys get those medals. Does it not? It does. You can't tell me that it doesn't. So keep up the good work, because at least you guys have something that you're interested in. Me, I'm just not interested in that. So I was really bored during the meeting because, like, since my greenhouse is an ag class, all the 8th hour and 7th hour ag classes had to go there. Yeah, so, but I mean, I guess it was pretty cool because he's like the national FFA president or something like that. And so I was like, oh, okay. And he's only a sophomore in college. So I'm like, yes, I don't understand, but good job. Then, I went to Ginger's and we went to the movies. And yeah, I think that's it for this video. I am going to make a I learned parts of the skeleton and I'm gonna show you guys. So I'll probably make that video after I make this one, considering yes, I'll put a word there that makes sense, considering I didn't make a video. So I'll upload 2 and it's gonna be the parts of the body, the major parts. So yes, that is it for this video. I hope you guys had a great day. Adios, my amigos. Bye.